Alright, Twitter's doing some weird stuff. Twitter's doing some weird stuff. Again, by the time this video is out, that is long gone. We had the last SCP. It's midnight. So I hope this is not an hour long. Because I don't think I can. Now I'm definitely like, this is where I'm like, because 2 hours is a good reading time. 2 hours and a half I can still handle. 3 hours, that's definitely what I would say is like the max, you know, the minimum maximum time. If it goes beyond 3 hours, I'd be like, oof, now we're pushing my ability to stay awake and read, because reading for 2.5 hours out loud does something to a person. But hey, if as long as you enjoy me doing that, I will keep going on. But I do ask you to subscribe for me, please, because at the end, this does take effort. This does take time. This does take a lot of motivation. And even though I have a lot of motivation by itself, and I'm very stubborn, so I'm still going to do this. It would be nice to know that people are enjoying this and want to show this somehow. And you know, having people down along the ride just gives me even more motivation. Again, I already have it, but you know what I mean? It would be nice. Alright, last one's called cereal stickers. Are you short cereal stickers? You're good. You're a good readable amount. That is perfect. We would probably be done in 2 hours and 45 minutes then. Oh, it's a 6 Euclid. We didn't get the 5 save and 5 Euclid perfect balance. We got 6 Euclids, 4 saves. Fuck. You fucked it up, zero stickers. SCP-143-9 is to be kept in a locked drawer inside 24 Testing Center. Access to an experimentation with SCP-143-9 requires prior permission from at least one Level 3 senior researcher. Only one instance of -1 is allowed to be tested at a time, and should be destroyed once the test has concluded. Currently, testing is suspended on SCP-143-9 due to previous containment breaches. Testing may resume once all portions of the objects are back in place. Though additionally, safety measures have been put in place, making another breach unlikely. Any instances of -1 found outside of the testing chamber should be destroyed immediately. And here we have the stickers missing. Okay, Edward was taken away. Which? Do we know which color it was? I guess blue. Yeah, it was blue. Edward, Thomas, Gordon, Henry. Henry! It's you! No! Henry! Albert, James, Charles, Harvey. Oh, if only Henry was the purple one, then I would have actually freaked out. I'd be like, I would have looked at my Henry right here and be like, oh my god. But yeah. Description: SCP-143-9 is a small sheet of 8 round smiley face stickers. Each sticker is approximately 4 centimeters in diameter and has a name printed above it, which is not part of the sticker itself. The names above each sticker are Edward, Thomas, Gordon, Henry, Albert, James, Charles, and Harvey. The first 3 stickers are light blue, while the others are green, gray, red, purple, and brown, respectively. All 8 have 2 black dots for eyes and a simple black curve for a mouth. The James sticker was initially missing from the sheet when the Foundation originally required SCP-143-9, but appeared again after approximately 3 months. Also, it just boop, plops back in. Okay. The Edward sticker is currently unaccounted for, as it disappeared 9 months after the SCP was originally contained. Investigation is ongoing to discover the individuals responsible for this containment breach. Oh, okay, it happened while SCP-143-9's effect begin manifesting when one of the stickers is placed on any object or surface, including plants, animals, and human beings. Once the sticker is in place, it will slowly dissolve over a period of 3 to 4 minutes. Human testing subjects have reported a slight tingling sensation when this happens, but no pain. Within the next 8 to 10 minutes, the subject will begin to become anthropomorphic, with a face appearing where the sticker was originally placed. At this point, the subject is considered an instance of -1. After 20 minutes, the face will become more detailed and become capable of blinking and speaking. Ugh, that's kind of weird. Most instances of -1 tested so far have spoken American English in various regional dialects, though one of them was also capable of speaking fluent Cantonese. Approximately an hour after the initial exposure to SCP-1439, a set of arms and legs will begin to grow from the subject, giving it a more humanoid appearance. Instances of -1 will have varying levels of mobility, depending entirely on the size, weight, and general shape of the original subject. Subjects shorter than 0.8 meters in height are usually completely anthropomorphous, while a larger subject will only be partially affected. As an example, to illustrate how this affects both inanimate objects and subjects like humans and animals, see notable experiment log 2468 below. Instance of -1. Is it raining? No. Instance of -1 exhibits a variety of behaviors, but are generally emotionally unmanipulative and or single-minded once they are capable of speech, and act hostile when the demands are not met. For such a happy looking stickers, you are hostile, huh? Maybe you're part of the Watchers. Psychotic episodes are common and often result in acts of violence from the subject, prompting the determination as further testing efforts from that point are usually futile. So what the only recourse for returning SCP-1439 to original state is to destroy any instance of -1. Depending on their size and the area affected, sapient subjects may need to be terminated or only have part of the body removed for disposal. Through testing, this has resulted in the death or maiming of animals and humans. Ugh. Now we have Noble Experiment Log. So, sticker. Charles. A 1.5 times 1.5 times 0.3 meter section of concrete wall sticker placed in the center. 49 hours. Approximately 1 square meter of the wall became anthropomorphous with animate arms and legs sprouting from the concrete. Subject was immobile and complained vocally about the situation. Subject asked about Leo numerous times but was uncooperative when questioned about the name and went silent shortly thereafter. Charles and Leo. I'm trying to see if that's like any like reference to something. Subject was left alone and monitored for the next 48 hours. It remained motionless except for occasionally scratching itself. The concrete wall was destroyed with sledgehammers, during which the subject remained silent. The Charles sticker reappeared on the sheet 3 to 4 minutes after the subject was deemed destroyed. Harvey, standard foundation desk lamp sticker placed on the light bulb 92 minutes. The entire lamp was affected by the SCP-1439, with the face appearing on the light bulb arms, sprouting from the adjustable neck of the lamp and legs sprouting from the base. The subject expressed fascination with its cord and refused to answer questions until it was turned on. A researcher plugged the subject cord into an outlet and flipped the subject switch. Subject said that the bright light and the heat of the light bulb burned and it hurt his face, claiming, "I fucking love it." These stickers are weird. Subject then started conversing with the researcher, only making vocal sounds concluded to be sexual in nature. Yeah, because he's turned on, isn't he? After 30 minutes of this behavior, the plug was pulled and the subject attempted to attack the researcher team. The subject was thrown in the testing center's nearby incinerator. 2 researchers suffered small bite marks and bruises, but were otherwise unharmed. This is them fucking like, how dare you cockblock me! Charles again. Sticker placed in the center of the palm of D82913's right hand. 66 minutes. Oh, this is gonna be fucking messed up. D82913 was anesthetized for this test to see if anesthesia would affect one instance of -1 to prevent panic due to the transformation. D82913's entire hand was affected, with the pinky finger and thumb becoming arms and legs sprouting near the wrist. Anesthesia had no visible effect on -1. Doctor's behavior initially mirrored its previous behavior and had no recollection of its manifestation on the concrete wall. Subject complained of being constrained as it had no control over D82913's arm past the wrist. Subject became sullen and ceased answering questions. D82913's hand was surgically removed while still under anesthesia, and -1 was tossed in the on-site incinerator, making no protest in the process. The poor D-class who just had to sacrifice his whole arm. Well, actually only his hand, right? Still, ugh. Henry! A dwarf hamster sticker placed on the animal's back, 17 hours. Oh, no, Henry, why do you get the most weird one? The entire animal became anthropomorphous, with its front legs becoming the subject's legs and the back legs becoming the subject's arms. The hamster front legs changed size, shape, and orientation to match those of a human. The hamster head ended up pointing straight downwards once the subject could stand up and make vocalization of distress until the subject purposely sat on it and crushed it. No. Henry! Subject continued to speak and move normally even though the hamster itself was functionally dead. Subject was extremely charismatic and allowed the research team to question him for hours, telling stories of various subjects including violent crime sprees with my friend O, sexual escapades with numerous women, and even knowledge about the Foundation's secrets. What the fuck, man? After attempting to cross, you have Foundation secrets, man? You been fucking? After attempting to cross-reference some of the crimes and Foundation knowledge expressed by the subject, a research team determined that the majority of it was lies and or delusions of grandeur. Some crimes didn't match up to they were expunged. The subject became violent when it realized it was to be disposed of and managed to get loose within the research center. The research team eventually discovered the subject's hiding place and flushed it out with an acetylene torch. The subject was then captured and incinerated. I mean, fair enough, Henry. I would. You try to boast. You try to boast. I get it. You're in the SCP Foundation. You had to boast a little bit. And I also understand that you try to run away after finding out that they would kill you. I would do the same thing. I fully get it. It's a one-time chance. Still, man, come on. You can do better than this. Albert, sticker plates on the left kneecap. Not the kneecap, bro. Of D59919. Test ended approximately 75 minutes after exposure and the subject escaped containment. No face appeared after the sticker dissolved. After an hour of no activity, D59919 was escorted from the testing chamber. Before they could leave the testing center, D59919's legs suddenly sprouted arms, one of which grabbed a nearby scalpel and disabled his security guard escort, as well as the nearby researcher. D59919 panicked doing this, having lost control of his left leg. Dash-1 then made a jerking motion which caused D59919 to fall on his back, in the back of his head. D59919 leg split down the middle, forming two new separate legs. For Dash-1, the subject then used a scalpel to cut itself free from D59919 and began to eat part of D59919's other leg. The security team arrived shortly after and neutralized the subject. D59919 was pronounced dead at the scene, having lost too much blood from his femoral artery being severed. It is unknown how or why this instance of Dash-1 manifested differently from the others. Testing of the Albert stick has been postponed until new safety measures can be written up. I mean, yeah, you fucking better. Albert. Maybe it's Wesk. Albert Wesker, right? Albert. Yeah, that's his name. Maybe it's him. You know, maybe it's just him. He would be he wouldn't eat somebody, but he would be just deranged. Gordon and James, 2 meter tall ficus tree. The Gordon sticker was placed on the trunk near the top, while the James sticker was placed at the bottom directly below Gordon. 2 hours. Both areas where the stickers were placed manifested as separate instances of Dash-1. Initially, both subjects ignored the research team's question and only spoke to each other in the efforts to cooperatively tip the tree over and become mobile. They succeeded in doing so and unsuccessfully attempted to run into the researcher and trip them with the tree trunk. The cooperation ended when one subject made sexual advances towards the other and they began arguing heatedly. The researchers were able to carry the tree out of the testing chamber and dispose of it without incident in the wood chamber borrowed from Site 10. Thomas and James this time. Dr. Carver's thermals. The Thomas sticker was placed at the top of the thermals just below the rim. The James sticker was applied over the Thomas sticker immediately. So 2 stickers like on top of each other. 27 minutes. Both stickers dissolved in 3 to 4 minutes. No face or limbs appeared. However, the thermal material slowly changed to a pinkish organic substance that began to rapidly rot after only 18 minutes. Ugh. Testing confirmed that the material had turned to human flesh. DNA testing revealed multiple matches. They look expunged. Thomas. Sticker placed directly on the nose. Stop using human test subject. It always goes wrong. Or it always is horrible. Of D11770, 6 minutes. The sticker expanded to cover D11770's entire face before dissolving after 5 minutes. Whoa, that's not good. Test subject did not show any signs of distress until they looked expunged. Subject was terminated by security forces before it could not do any more harm to itself or others. Initially, conclusion is that close proximity to the human brain significantly changes the way the actual manifests, possibly taking complete control of the person, or at least greatly altering their behavior. Human testing has been suspended. Fine, I mean, you should have stopped doing after this one, after Albert. Yeah, you should have stopped after Albert, my man. It's been suspended indefinitely due to the unpredictable effects. I fear the result of the last test may have revealed the true purpose of SCP-1439. Everything else has simply been a side effect of the object's misuse, Dr. Carver. Maybe. But hey, we finished. We read 10 SCPs today, and yeah, hopefully it's here. We had some very good ones. I think all 10 SCPs were super good. They were very, very good. A Whole to Another Place was so creative with like how they basically mixed the SCPs to be like the same SCP, how it's being observed by different parallel foundations. I love that. That was really well done. I almost wish there were more parallel universes that showed how they saw the whole. That was fucking fantastic. Scavenger hunt. I think it's just fun to see what kind of crazy things it wants you to find. The old DVD that honestly, this would be a very good horror movie. A very good like horror movie that can grip you. You know. Of course, it's like very inspired by The Ring. At least part of it is. But yeah, I think this would be really good horror movie to make. The Brutal Brick. At first, I was a bit confused what it does, but then once I read The Orange Man, that honestly that sold it way more. Because of the experiment, the 3 test logs that we saw, or document logs basically, yes, they make interesting, but you cannot It's good that another test was actually written out fully to how much it affects, because it's pretty unsure if it's just a law that's been passed down and people actually have to follow it. I mean, yes, it does say that the police force will follow the law, but it's just hard to imagine how it works. And then seeing like how like, oh yeah, orange is illegal, and then there's a whole story about it. That I think that really sold it. Serial stickers, that thing. I mean, there was some messed up stuff in there. There was some messed up stuff in there, but that's why I think that one is going to stick out. The Sound of Silence, yeah. I mean, that's personally for me nightmarish, because the idea that you just cannot hear any music anymore, except things that you don't consider music. Oof. And I listen to like a lot of different stuff, so that just hurts. It hurts me. Probability Phoenix, yeah. The fact that it will cause effects that will try to are like big enough to kill the bird again, but could also be big enough to hurt people around it. Dangerous, definitely dangerous. Grog the cave monster, felt bad for Grog. It just wanted to be with 2D and just enjoy adventures, and now it's suffering and people freak out when the doll seems to like grow. The Otis staff, yeah, there's just a lot of talking, but hey, they might talk about very, very messed up rituals that they want you to follow, and if you let them talk long enough, something might possess them. You know, not good. Invaders. Listen, man. MMORPGs, RPGs, LARPs, and all that stuff. They're great fun. tabletop games, they're great fun. They're great fun. But just don't don't let something make the weapons become real and then you actually kill people. Even if you're not aware that you're doing it, don't let that happen. Just don't let that happen. But hey, what's happening right now is that we're ending the stream. I had a lot of fun reading these. I had a lot of fun. This was really, really good. This was definitely one of the best SCPs I've read in a while. I enjoyed all of them. And tomorrow we're gonna read SCP-1 the 1440s. I wonder if there's gonna be some great ones like this in those ones, or better or not as good ones. I mean, at the end, like I said, they might not be as good as the ones I just read, but if I can enjoy them in some way or another, who the fuck cares? But for now, I wish you all a good morning, afternoon, evening. I see you all tomorrow for the next SCP reading, and the Afro's with you.